Hello everyone, and I going to cast another game of the tournament because of course better to watch player and criticize them than actually playing yourself. And I'm here with an interesting match and between two probably among the top of the top. I do believe both are elite. I'm not sure, but I think they are greyhound and nickdaman in the Swiss round, because the Swiss round is finally coming to a point where the group, the Swiss stage, basically find who is good and who is less good, and so they match up the good player with each other, and that's why we find both of them here. Of course, I will link the bracket in the description. This game was interesting, and you will understand why. So we have on the lower side of battlefield greyhound going with Scandinavian mechanized. A little hypocrite, but when we know the players say that it's for apps, mech is for apps, but I'm guessing he's probably a strong app, so he doesn't have any issue with it. A deck that I love, probably my favorite. It's my favorite deck, my signature deck for years, and I will. I like to see some player playing it. We'll see how it goes. And on the upper side we have nickdaman, up here that we know for his archery. And his USSR deck, and also his Yugoslavian Entente deck, but he's not playing Yugoslavian, nor Entente, nor USSR. He is playing red mechanized, so a duel of mechanized deck, but they are very different in style, mostly because the red mechanized deck love heavier tank. I will say it favors more tank, and as you can see, nickdaman is actually going for heavy tank. I suppose he's sending ping to talk to us, the viewer, saying he's gonna push into golf. So you see, that's a style. That's a style of mechanized with a little bit more emphasis on tanks. While or Scandinavian mechanized player is playing, yes, with 2 tanks, but it chooses medium tank and a whole lot more infantry. That's way more infantry based. He's gonna go on alpha, almost nothing on the rest of the map, just one helicopter with Falkesmeager 19 going for the factory. Of course, if you don't want to lose the factory, that would be horrible. And the rest is a lot of infantry. Very, it's amazing. He also starts with SCV, so he's not ultra committed. And nickdaman is also going for a CV opening. So both players want their +2, which is not that common, but I guess they don't want to make the. They don't want to fall behind, because their mechanized deck is maybe too slow to catch up after they could lose a few hundred points of conquest point if they didn't buy a CV first. So let's see how nickdaman responds to the extremely committed attack from ground. And and that's something very interesting that I saw. He took off. He landed off the bell to make the Fallschirmjäger 19 in the TGB. TGB, the best 5-point transport in the game, because it goes at 100 kilometers outside of road and 150 kilometers inside in road. So it's extremely fast for its price, but it doesn't come with the Fallschirmjäger 19. So he unloads the bell that has the Fallschirmjäger 19 to get into TGB, and he get into the bell, the recon infantry, because recon infantry is a little bit better on helicopters. So like, very well thought thing. He also sent the helicopter to suicide, so that because I guess he had enough information, he just wanted to stop the Liren from coming out in the city, so maybe he can some time. So nickdaman gonna not know until the last moment, but nickdaman is actually not going for golf. That's interesting. I guess this is some reactionary play. Maybe he saw maybe it's the smoke that give him the hint, or the alouette. But either way, he knows the tank are coming on Bravo. He also bought a plane, an SF to kill the recon and the infantry inside it. Yes, he doesn't want to get pushed back, and he played mostly defensive. Greyhound also called his ISF, but that doesn't really matter. His tank is this one is going alone. So yeah, without his brother, he can't do much. But with the the Erics are not in range. Yes, nickdaman is playing it pretty well. He also has a vision because of the Zanzi, and oh my god, that's a lot of hit. Also note that Greyhound is more committed because he doesn't have a fob. Fob is important for nickdaman because he could call some archery and some mortar. We know he loves mortar, but also he loves the what is it called? Yes, the Brett. You know, that is an extremely good artillery, especially for mech. Fennec 20 meter tried to infiltrate the base, but it can't do anything. The SF is here for cover. Some flamethrower, they're getting mowed down by the transport. They can't do anything. Also, the CV-1914 and Stormer going from the side. That's something we see way more today than before. This area of the map has become very key now. Lower base player like to go from here, and you see it working wonder. It just take by surprise nickdaman unit, and he gonna lose one man pad and probably the factory there. He could have also lost his alouette, but he's very quick to the pullback. That still is a very dangerous position from nickdaman, because he didn't took ground on Foxtrot 2, and on Golf he's mostly defending, even though there's nothing. But he has still one thing going on for him, is that he lost only infantry, as you see. He secured his base, he knows there's nothing coming in his ass. He shut down Falkenberger 19 out of the sky. They are still alive, but they are so far away from the front line, from the back of the line, and they will need a very long time to go. So nickdaman has some time to pressure to... No, it's opposite. He has some time to let the pressure flow. He can repair his unit pretty safely on the line, and he didn't lose the bulk of his unit. So disadvantageous position, but not disadvantageous material nor loss of unit that will strategically make him lose the whole game. A good pullback that is mostly needed. The OBR are 2 damage to continue the fight, and I think they need repair. Another repair, I believe. He's gonna go for the counter offensive. Ground. No, he has more ground. He's buying the CV on Bravo, and also feeling that just after the opening there was 3 medium tank, or I don't know, medium heavy tank. That's like difficult to know, but quite expensive tank compared to the openings, and also that he has a fob. He saw the fob. He saw also the 2 CV opening, so he knows that there's not too much on Golf unless he's on reinforcement, but that seems unlikely. So ground going through a 4 stack of M41A1 and 3 LVKV LHV, that's only militia, that's a very small advancement, only 70 point advancement, but he could take down Golf with just that, and that could really throw off nickdaman, because if at one point ground send this unit and he gets Golf, either nickdaman gonna have to play on Golf, or he gonna be forced to push not only on Alpha but also on Bravo, because that will make ground in such a good position. Let's see what happens. As I said, nickdaman buys the Buratino. As I said before, it's amazing rocket artillery for mechanized. Most mechanized deck don't have rocket artillery. For example, Scandinavian mechanized don't have it, and I'm sure nickdaman gonna use it to a pretty good efficiency, especially since he has a fob and the front line is close to the Buratino, which is normally the only downside of the Buratino is the low range, but the units are clamped up and on top of it they are close to the fob. So Buratino gonna have a field day here. There's even the supply truck already if you want to resupply faster. He's also retaking the side city, I will say the Alpha city, but the triangle city is still in control of ground. Really, nickdaman is really going for this turn. We saw how important the giant open field outside of Alpha is. So nickdaman probably going to take it. He doesn't want unit to come from this line on this front and using this road. He doesn't want it. And now he's maybe aiming. Now he's also buying a CV. Ground also buy a second CV. No, a fourth CV. Pretty fast actually. So he's gonna tick pretty heavily against ground. I guess nickdaman, sorry. Ground gonna tick on Nick pretty fast. And he's also sending every of his transport, because of course it's mechanized, so he has a lot of 5-pound bugs, and he recognized nickdaman is not protecting the town, he's not protecting his pounder. And I mean, even if he was protecting his pounder with like a factoid, like there's so many of them. How many? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 transport just going to find the Jeep CV and the mortar, and now nickdaman is forced to go back. That's now +4, that's a lot of tick. Unless he doesn't lose the Jeep CV gonna run pretty fast. But not only it forced him to go back, he used a Buratino. Oh my god, that's forced him to use a Buratino strike. 10 maybe more rocket used just on empty supply truck. He buy an M8024 VP. He also sending back his Liebren. He's buying Factoria. That's such a lot of time for him. Oh, more Buratino. The thing is, that might sound stupid, but well, why is he building? But the thing is, nickdaman can't know if there's infantry or not behind it. He can't take the risk to let infantry going against him. He can't take this risk, so he's forced to like go full in, and now the Buratino is empty. It started with a ghost strike here, we saw it, but it's still not enough because there's no follow-up strike with the Buratino. All the Buratino went into the hotel, and that count. Gran is even going for the mortal attack. Nice one, round. He's also doing it for an extremely cheap price. That was only 8 transport without 5-pound transport without any infantry inside, but the infantry is here. So that's an amazing use of utility you don't normally see used well by lower rank player or newer player, but of course in the elite veteran tournament player know how to use 5-pound box. As we see, they can deal wonders sometime. And since now there's no Buratino, the fight become more evenly for ground. On top of it, there is a CV, and the CV could be in danger right now. Also, fuck, I missed it. But one OBR died. I think it was to the Leaf Garden 95. And we are seeing the trying advance of the Fallschirmjäger 9. No, Fallschirmjäger, but they don't get a lot of vision, and the fire support is a little panic, but now it's coming in with auto magic. Alfru, oh, nickdaman is seeing this. He wants to bomb while the automatic is reloading or moving it, but oh, he retarget and one goes down, but I think the bombing is right on target. Yes, he's one on target, and will he survive? Will he survive? No. Very good bombing run from nickdaman. He's going full in with the free Oak 51. He lost one, but it's only 60 points. He also damaged STRV. He panicked them. That was a very good strike, but no, he doesn't have to move this tank this fast. No. Oh, that's one more tank dying. That's such a rough exchange for him. I think nickdaman, after killing the auto magic, after damaging the STRV 3D, through he had some opportunity, it was the time to push, but no, he only managed to damage the heavy units, the heavy hitters, but there was still this infantry behind, no, just in front, and Alfru Greyhound can't punch anymore, or not before he has repaired his tank and get a little bit more reinforcement that are here. He's still posturing and posing a threat to nickdaman. Nickdaman using his Oak 51 like very freely, and we understand why. The automatic is dead. He knows there won't be one coming soon, so time to bomb. But ground dodge one of them. It doesn't do much damage. Oh, Seed is here lacking behind. I don't know why. Maybe it was to catch any helicopter that could come, but now he's getting chased down by the ASF. Maybe ground can call his own ASF. No. Is it reloading? Is it dead, or I didn't know, or I don't know. Either way, nickdaman kill a Seed. That's good, but he will need way more. nickdaman sending supply truck here, so he know there's something on Gulf, and he gonna bomb the militia. Yeah, no A. I guess that's free pick. If anyone reload very fast, so have to use them. They both survive, but still some damage. I guess he could have maybe wait a little bit more to bomb them, but I guess he didn't have proper targets on Alpha. And also the Buratino is doing so much damage. He's doing not so much damage you need, but the moral damage is just enormous. Oak 51 coordination. Automatic finally arrived, but it's not close enough to the front line to get the full salvo, so Oak 51 survived once more. And infantry is just dying. It's burning. It's getting killed by everything. It's getting bombed as well. We saw it. And Greyhound is forced to pull back. His tanks are still not repaired. Some of them out of fuel even. You really see the prem when you don't have a fob. That's much more difficult. Like this supply truck could be full, but he needed point for his committed attack at the planning. So now playing without a fob, also repairing this Fallschirmjäger 19. I thought it's cool to pull them back. Gonna be difficult. Maybe you're gonna have to use them only at 1 and 3 HP for the Erics, which can still do a lot of damage, but yeah, he need to avoid getting bomb run by bombed by the Brazilian. Brazilian is doing an amazing job right now. He's actually sending more units on Foxtrot. That could be his tactic, just trying to deviate the attention. Also, the Brazilian has such short range, so if Greyhound attack Golf, nickdaman Buratino won't be able to attack unless he crosses the road, which will take quite a lot of time. Also, the tank are getting very close to the edge. Greyhound taking advantage of this. He also sending the mortar first, yes, to soak up the shot. Beautiful gameplay, and the 15 RPM also doing a lot of damage. And just before nickdaman over tank arrived to save their brother, Greyhound pulled back. That was a beautiful piece of micro. Also, see this bell, very interesting. He sent some lonely bale, just like he sent some lonely, some unload, some transport without any infantry inside it. He do the same with bell, just to force nickdaman to use M824 repeat. And that takes time and energy from nickdaman. Also missile on the Hawk 51, which means they're not bombing his Fashion Mag 19, for example. Oh, talking about them, getting a kill. Oh, that's 3 tank kill. Also a side shot going here. Oh my god, and another tank gonna die, I guess. Eric is so dangerous at close range. Oh my god, that was so amazing from Greyhound. He killed so many tanks so fast. Now the 51 come by after attacking the helicopter, but that's too late. Like, he killed 2 Fashion Mag 19. I guess it's good, but barely done the damage. His CV doesn't have anything to protect it. Like, the small detail from ground play to just send some empty transport, but it's helicopter or ground transport, just to take the attention from nickdaman or kill some units, is just amazing. I really like it. Nickdaman trying to stop the potential attack on Golf with a Lyran and an helicopter, but the auto magic is also here, so he has to come back. nickdaman still saving up on Bravo. I guess he has to stop the tick now. 255 conquest point is a lot of advantage. No, actually, nickdaman has 20, so it's 245 conquest point advantage, but it's still too much. But he can't protect it. He can't protect his GPV. Huh? He's forced to go back. Huh? And now the tick continue. Ground really on a good spot. He take a damage on one SRV, but he killed 2 pattern. That's more free kill. Helicopter line over in here, probably gonna kill the Fashion Mag 19. So Hawk 51 doing damage. Io Chaos. Not killing them. Not killing the Hawk. And the Buratino also doing a lot of damage. Infantry from ground is dead. He gonna need reinforcement. I guess this one gonna do the job. Buratino on send. Oh, the tank almost died, but no, it wasn't a full salvo, so it will survive. And also, he get a little bit lucky. It was not on his ass or the front. Auto magic in the open field, gonna die. And you see why he's the one person to get this free building, this watch post for the also for the bridge. That's very important. Watch post for the bridge and the open field. Automatic goes down to 1 HP. And so far, even with all his tank lost, nickdaman managed to pull ground back, but he didn't kill the CV. So his tank, he didn't kill the CV, and he lost himself a lot of units. The only thing protecting him, I think, is the fact that there is fire, because of Buratino. It's the only thing for him going in. And also, I have to say, the Hawk 51. Hawk 51 in this game has been a pretty big problem from ground. They have killed a lot of infantry that are cheap, and they are annoying for him. That's why he buys the IOC. I wouldn't even get mad if he buy one more AA, maybe like an automatic on the Square Forest or LVKV19. I won't get mad. Oh, Ground agree. The Buratino is agree with me. It's important unit, very important for nickdaman. So he's bombing it to stun it, and now another escalation of the ramp from ground. He's sending the transport first to shock up for the shot, but his CRTV are aiming at different units, so not a good target fire right now. He loses one tank for free because of it. OG 51 also bombed him, and he managed to kill one, but his tank is now damaged. Oh, but it's all bait. Oh, it almost worked. It almost worked. No, never mind. So in the grand scheme of things, nickdaman got some damage on his tank. Ground got damage on his tank, and he lost one STRV, and one OG 51 goes down. So I guess it didn't went as bad as it could have been for nickdaman, considering ground has 2 medium tank and a lot of protection in front of him, a lot of mid shield. But nickdaman needs something, because if the fight goes equal, ground gonna win the game because he's already ahead. So nickdaman need way more, especially from his Buratino that's getting shot at again. So it will still be panic. Maybe he's gonna kill transport on top of it, and both players going to CV up on golf, but nickdaman doesn't have the ground, he doesn't have the unit to protect it, while ground has 8 M41A1 to protect his CV. Also LVKV here, AA, CV19, 13. I think he could even push on golf. Now nickdaman is calling reinforcement, but by the time you arrive, you're gonna have to smoke. And even then, they could still be bombed by soon to be 3 mortars. So nickdaman has a hard time keeping it alive. Also, the Factoria are out of ammo, and against so many fire support, so many infantry, I really doubt they're gonna have a good time. On Bravo, nickdaman is defending with his flamethrower. They are doing wonders. Some infantry are in the open, not in the forest, and finally nickdaman arrived to close up the gap, stop the advance, but he needs way more right now. 300 conquest points for ground. The CV of nickdaman is at 1 HP. My god, it could die. It could die. Yes, it dies. It dies. Oh my god, it's... Oh, that's hard. That's hard. Just before 2 M84 VP and 2 medium heavy tank come out. But it's like the Buratino. If only the Buratino like kills the CV, maybe he could have a chance. But now that become really hard. So M84 VP are not good anymore because Stormer are in the building. I don't think he even has vision on them. Let me guess. No, he doesn't have vision on them. There's also an automatic behind. It finally arrived. And the tank don't have mid shield to cover them, so very difficult position for nickdaman right now. I mean, it was a difficult position for quite a long time, but it become even more difficult where now ground finally recognized that he has an advantage on golf, and he doesn't have to play just on Bravo. He's also bombing the CV again, another CV dying. Gypsy, that's why Gypsy are a problem, but of course in red. Gypsy Montley, yeah, exactly. But when you are playing with red deck, you don't have a lot of activation points, so that's why some players have to use the Gypsy V. And oh my god, they lost to group together, climb up the hill for for the Carl Gustav at close range and shooty 80 dying. That's... I think that's the end of the game. Yes. That's such a tipping point. And the tank doesn't have any cover. He still gets the play now, but the best cluster in the game is doing so much damage. They still survive. Yeah, they have 4 top armor, so I guess that's why they survive. This SF still survive as well. After killing the... No, it was the bug that kills the cluster bomber, but the tank are getting chased by stormers, the smoke going against them, getting side shotted. The bomber, the mortar kill them. My god, these mortars are so good. Like, ground killed 2 CV and 1 tank with the mortar. Now I guess any hope of winning is lost for nickdaman, and he's gonna even lose his bird, you know. But I think honestly at this one he's totally surrendering on playing the map, the ground map. He also lost everything on Bravo. We saw him losing to T80 here, and he's just going for the full cheese. Oh yes. When in doubt, when losing, just buy an MI24 VP and fly it to the enemy spawn. Actually, it's only 4 of them, probably because as an organizer, I wouldn't really like it if players start sending a lot of MI24 VP. Honestly, it's quite borderline any rush, but we accept it because that's only 4 of them, and I think greyhound also cheesed him a little bit with helicopter the game before, so we accept it. And also honestly, with how the map is, with all the ground control that greyhound has, he has so many CV, he has a +2, that's almost impossible. I don't know even if greyhound spotted it right now. No, he doesn't spot it in advance because Fennec is too close to the ground. He's not hovering high. Normally you don't go for the... you go for the reverse, so the helicopter is automatically high on the sky. A little mistake from ground. So he don't spot the MH VP, but I think he... that's still enough. Like, he is literally pushing nickdaman base. Like imagine that. That's such a wonderful position from ground, and I'm gonna fast forward a little bit just to see the M24 VP, because I think that's the only thing that could win the game or even do something. Okay, gonna kill the A after losing 1 of them. Ground had a lot of points in the bank, probably expecting something cheesy, and he buy a 3 stack of LVKB, but it's getting spawn trap because of stupid mechanic, and they only managed to panic 1 MI24 VP because this one is doing spawn trap, which is like so fucking bullshit. But even then, that's still a problem because he needs 1 to stop the spawn, and he needs the other to push at least the 2-pointer, and way more considering how far behind he's in conquest point, and there are not enough. So automatic goes back from Bravo, and even with the Su-25T and the Q-51, I don't think there's gonna be enough. Like, there's not even the vision on the automatic, I guess. No, he can't even see the automatic, and there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them going back. Ground doesn't even need to get his spawn because he still has a +1. And yeah, and at this point I'm gonna fast forward. Ground is just going to his base. He kills the M24 VP, and there's just nothing nickdaman can do. The KD is not too bad from nickdaman, but especially at the end, the position that ground was able to get in was way way better. And actually nickdaman didn't play that bad. I like his Buratino usage. Also take note that his Buratino was always behind the forest or some tree. He was always hiding his Buratino, which is like very small detail, but also he makes sure to protect one of his most important units, because you have only one Buratino per card. He can only buy one Buratino for the whole game, so he protected it very well. He resupplied it well. He was doing good destruction with it, but ultimately greyhound took the initiative at the start, and he took a lot of ground at the start. And on top of it, his micro with the infantry and also the empty supply, the empty track and empty helicopter was just magnificent. He was just wasting the ammo of every tank from nickdaman and then climb up the hill, also sending them to waste nickdaman time, which nickdaman was short of. He was short on time because he was getting ticked on, so he really needed to not get distracted by anything. And also going on the 2-pointer, that was such good play. Also every time greyhound was climbing the hill, he was getting killed and going back most of the time untouched, or if not untouched, he was getting way more value, or he was just going back with damage unit and not dead unit, while nickdaman on the upper plateau was losing tanks after tanks after tanks after tanks. And I think that's why this game was really interesting, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and have fun!